Ladies and gentlemen, what's happening? So as far as NVIDIA goes, we just went right to the expected move, jumping up right. I guess we gotta go after. Hang on, get after hours on there. Just shy of that blue zone, pulled back. So I guess we're good, rocking and rolling. NASDAQ definitely going for it. Push up to that zone. Interesting. Coat. Wow. I should have went long with Cody. Cody bought down here. It's up. Hang on. He did send me a message. I do need to literally message him right now. He's asking where the stop is. So really, I would put the stop under this 15-minute base. And just hang out, because if that tags out, it's probably coming down further. We don't know if it's coming all the way down. We're going to just jack around right here. But you took a great type like 1.5 entry and you're up this far. Why wouldn't you? If it continues its way up, if you don't have a notification, you check in later and we're up here, yeah, I'd bump it up a little bit. See if we got another base out. Or you could, if we're up in that zone, leave it right there and maybe you get the continuation into the next day, which is also awesome. Looks like the S&P's rocking and rolling. We talked last night about once we leave this zone, I thought we would go up, and here we are so far. The yellow zone, right? I am really curious. I'm very curious at how easy this V-shaped recovery, how this crash happened and right back up. It does make me curious. Are we in store for, now I don't want to sound bearish, are we in store for a just astronomically sideways year? Maybe we retest this lows. Maybe we come down here and put in a higher low. This could, in theory, still be a lower high. And I want to just get well ahead of this in case that word. I just think it's on the table. This is not a warning shot or anything like that. And like I told you guys before, and to be very clear, we pull back to one of these zones or even this zone. That's still a dip buy for me. If we break through a couple of these yellow zones, I'm going to have to stay short and just kind of play it by ear. And it's one of those times where I'll be making a video as we're all the way down here about how much I made going short the market because I just kind of trailed. I just went with the trend. So the first one or two yellow zones, still a dip buy, no muss, no fuss. We break a couple of them, though. I got to wonder if this was the easy money and they're going to start making us work for it. If institutions are late to the game, how easy would it be for them to manipulate things, drop it back down, and get this price down here again? Now, that would set us back. The whole year would be sideways for investors. But, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Just something I wanted to bring up. I talked about this. I'm going to leave these here for now. This I just wanted to have blocked off because we talked about this last night, as far as this sideways action goes. U.S. dollar, Japanese yen, still short. Those are up. The dollar gapped up. Wow, trying to hurt us. Anyway, let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla after hours, kind of hanging out. Oh, I have some FOMO. We have a definite date now, though. It's going to be June 12th. So if there's any FOMO, I think we're rocking into the 12th. And then there'll be a sell-off there. So for the speaking strictly to the traders, there might be some meat on the bones to catch up to that next zone. Maybe we hit that 400 mark, maybe just get above it. Everyone's going to be excited if it's 420. We'll hear that joke 9,000 times. 420 is 69 cents because we're still in the 8th grade. But Elon's made that joke, so, we hit that and then we sell off. If we were to do that, that's still $60 a share. It's not bad. For the time being, for the next couple of weeks, I'm probably going to stay pretty aggressive on the selling puts, just me personally. Fully understanding I will take on these shares. I will ride them till the death of me, if I have to. I'm not going to take a loss on the shares. The company would have to go bankrupt and delist before I sell these shares. The difference in bag holding is I know that going in. All right, jumping into technicians. STX, Seagate Technology. Not bad. I don't really care for this chart, though. Why all of a sudden the lower lows? Now we're just rocking and rolling. They just figure out they can do something? If we put our heads together and do something. That's a cheerleader pattern. Let's zone it out, because there was a signal in here that we're probably going to continue. Yeah, looking at this, very clear daily zone. So rejection, 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 rejection. We tried for like 2 days. Send it back down. Rejection. Tried to. Fully got above. So getting above that was your heads up. Ooh, what if we just started doing black zones? Yeah. Can you imagine the confusion that would cause? The mayhem. Can you feel that zone in? I did. Midnight black. We're kind of at all-time highs right now, huh? Let's see if there's any clues here. Ooh, honestly, if I was keeping an eye on this right here, it would be right here with my stop right above here. Traditional supply and demand, you'd put it right there at 118 anyway. But, you know, if I'm looking back here, not using any of the data we have, that's what I'm thinking right there. So we're just above it. Personally, if I'm in this, my stop would be 112.85. And that would just be, that'd have to be it.